It's been a while, so I thought I'd do another update. The roof is patched. I didn't do a video on that because I ended up having to watch a lot of videos to learn how to flash a chimney. But I pulled it off, and as I predicted, it was the holes in the nails that allowed all the water to get through. So now we've had a couple of good rains, and not a drop has come through. So I'm going to call that a successful patch job. Kitchen, I think this was all torn out last time. But really, the name of the game right now is hurrying to get all of the external wall, plumbing, and electrical done. So we still got a little bit of wall here left in this room, but the foam guy's coming on the 16th, so I've got to have all these external walls done. So that's been the focus, is getting them clear. So the foam can go in, and having my electric boxes already installed. I'm going to do all my home runs on the inside of the house, back to the breaker box. That way I don't have to worry about scrambling to get all the electric done. This stuff is really, really hard to get out of this old laundry room that'll now be our pantry. I got one cabinet that was up here out, and it took a long time. They were very well built. And here's where the leak was. Now completely sealed and dried. You can see the new wood up there. I'll try to take a picture of the flashing some other time or video. Also, these radiators were really, really hard to get out. These cast iron radiators weigh a ton each. I made the joke they're just going to stay in the house till the kids are all teenagers and can lift them and bring them out themselves. But yeah, everything getting cleared. My last step for the walls, once I get them all the wire mesh and everything cut out and all the drywall, is to vacuum them real quick to see all the sawdust insulation out. Again, living room's all cleared out now. Got one little spot up there where some old plaster and lath walls were that I got to remove. Hallway's clear now. Front here is clear. And the other nightmare is I'm not going to be able to keep all the ceilings intact. So when the last people lived here, they decided for some strange reason to drill holes to hold their shower basin into the ground, not understanding how water works. So water will leak through the screw holes, came out of the ceiling and screwed it up. So that's going to be fixed. External walls in the guest bedroom all ready to rock. I've got a little bit of work in the closet right here to do. It's interesting to see all the different kinds of insulation that was in this old house. So we've got the sawdust stuff. We've got this black wool. Then, of course, there's this asbestos pipes. I want to get the insulation, or the insulation is asbestos, so I got to get that out of here. I'm wrapping that in plastic, and then I'm going to cut it off. And then I got to find a place to dispose it. Upstairs, not a lot has changed because the focus has all been on downstairs, but got all the walls cleared and ready for a little bit of touch-up stuff to get out, but again, ready for foam. And this joins the porch overhang, the awning for when you come in through the kitchen. And I've got to replace this weird cardboard stuff. So I'm going to pull this out, and I bought, I don't know if you can see it over the barn, that big piece of foam behind my truck. That's what they usually use for the external sides of houses, but I'm going to stick it back in there so we can foam over top of it. That should give me some pretty good insulation. That stuff is expensive. That was like $50 a sheet. I only bought one. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit more debris cleanup here. And all the external walls are clear and ready for spray foam. Just got to put the electric boxes in. A little bit more work to do in the bathroom here to clear it. I gotta get. This is the only room with debris left in it. But it's a nightmare because my chute broke. And so now I have to hand carry this stuff down. Put it in a brute garbage can and then haul it down by dolly. Because it just wasn't worth it to build another chute down to the garbage, or to the dumpster. So let's see. I'll show off my ingenious dolly garbage system. And we put the sawdust and the wool insulation in these big 50-gallon contractor bags just because it's easier to haul out than doing it by the wheelbarrow full, because you don't get much in there. So what I've done is I take my hand truck and a strap and put it around the garbage can, fill it up to about there. Anymore it's unmanageable, and come down the stairs, because that's probably, I don't know, 200 pounds per garbage can. It's heavy. But we're getting there. I'm optimistic that by the end of this week, the big parts of demo will be done. There'll be some little touch-ups here and there, and I'll be able to start on electrical and plumbing. Other discoveries. So, for your budget, I mean, if you do your electrical and plumbing, you save a lot of money. But these dudes, dumpsters, are expensive. They are, like, you're talking probably $1,000 per dumpster, and that's our third. But it's worth it, because it would be a million trips in my truck with a trailer. A lot of the wood, if it's not like got any crazy finishes on it, I've been burning that in the backyard. And the rest of it goes in the dumpster. And there's something else. No, I think that's about it. It took me a long time to discover. I'm going to put I still haven't 1,000% decided, but I'm leaning towards Generac, because I just don't know much about Kohler and their transfer switches. But it took me forever to find out that I guess the new automatic transfer switches for Generac actually have a middle position that shuts off both utility and generator power to the house, which is exactly what you need for NEC 2020 compliance. You have to have an external shut off on your house, and so that should pay the bill. So my plan now for my 200 amp service is to run new wire to the meter, put in a new meter, a new 200 amp meter box. To the left of that, I'll put the ATS for the Generac, and then run my service entry into the house, into the 200 amp breaker box, and that should pay those bills. And then it's just a matter of starting the PEX pipe and getting all the water supplies ran for all the existing bathrooms, kitchen. I'm going to put a water line in the pantry as well for the spare refrigerator, so it can make ice as well, just for when we have people over. You never have enough ice, so now we'll have 2 fridges that can make ice. And the biggest pain will be running new water to the where we're turning that one bathroom into the master bath and laundry room. And then the bane of my existence really is doing all the plumbing for replacing all the cast iron drains with PVC, because I don't understand drains. I understand the basic physics of poop and other gray water needs to go downhill, but all the meeting standards of code is always difficult. Making venting work with, like, is it a 90-degree slope or is it 245s to give it a more gentle slope? So that'll take me a while to sort out. I think I'm actually going to stick with the so I'm replacing all the cast iron, but there's steel vents throughout the house, and I think what I'm going to do for that is maintain the steel vents, because there's no water going into them, and I'm just going to join those to PVC with Firmco. It's like a rubber joining piece that a coupler that you can put metal to PVC. So that's the plan right now, and that is an 8-minute update.